What if I told you that there are people who spit to show respect and blessing? Or a tribe where women wear lip plates that are so large they can hang down to their chests? Or a ceremony where young boys jump over bulls to prove their manhood? These are just a few of the many strange and fascinating traditions that are still practiced around the world. In this video, we will explore 5 of the strangest traditions that are still practiced today in Africa. So let's get started. Number 1. The Chewa Tribe's Festival of the Dead. Before we dive into the festival, let me introduce the Chewa community briefly. The Chewa live in southern Africa and speak a language called Bantu. Most of them live in Malawi, but some also live in Mozambique, Zambia, and Zimbabwe. In Chewa, when someone from their community passes away, they take the deceased person to a special spot to cut the throat and then pour water through the opening. They make it flow down through the stomach and out from the other end. They kept doing this until the water ran clear, and it symbolized the cleansing of the person's wrongdoings. And they turned that purified water into a meal for the whole tribe, which was quite unexpected. But there's more to it. The entire village had to attend the funeral. In the Chewa culture, death wasn't seen as just a natural thing. It was often linked to witchcraft. So, they believed anyone connected to the deceased might be hesitant to show up, like a protective measure. This led to the entire village gathering together, just in case. The most interesting part is that Chewa funerals weren't only about mourning. They were a time for people to come together, bond over shared meals and drinks, and strengthen their social connections. So, while it might sound strange to us, these customs wove a unique tapestry where death wasn't just an event, but a journey intertwined with the living. And when the whole village showed up for a funeral, it wasn't just a sad affair, it was a shield against the unseen forces they believed were lurking in the shadows. Number 2. The bizarre lip plate tradition in Ethiopia. The festival of lip stretching is usually celebrated by the Masai tribe in Ethiopia. Other than Ethiopia, the lip plate practice was also strong in Sudan in 8700 BC, South America in 1500 BC, and Ecuador in 500 BC, where archaeologists have found evidence of women wearing lip plates. When a female in the tribe reaches the age of 15 or 16, another woman will cut her upper lip and place a wooden plate inside of it. Once the appropriate length has been achieved, further stretching causes no discomfort. Girls in this group start going through the changes when they hit puberty. They start by sliding a tiny wooden stick beneath the lower lip. Then, over time, they switch it out for bigger sticks or plugs and even clay discs that keep getting larger to gradually stretch that lower lip. But here's the thing. During this stretching journey, there are some risks. Infections will pop up if they try to stretch it too quickly, and the lip can actually tear. So, while it might seem unusual to us, it's a custom with its own set of challenges and rewards. Although wearing lip plates is not required at all, it is usual to see women with their loose lower lips hanging freely. When it comes to the origin of the lip plate custom, there are a few theories out there, but it's one of those mysteries that will probably never have a concrete answer. Most people think it all began as a way to change the way girls and women looked so that possible slave traders would be less interested in them. But there's a catch. Those lip plates from the Masai and Suri tribes have become a famous way to show off your beauty over time. This means that our ideas about society and beauty are changing over time. Number 3. The Hamar bull jumping ceremony. The people of the Hamar tribe live in the southwestern part of Ethiopia. They are part of the Omotic group. They live in the Debub Omo zone, which is along the Omo River Valley. To give you an idea, they only make up about 0.1% of all the people who live in Ethiopia. They are a unique and small group in this very large and varied country. Let me tell you about the Hamar tribe's famous event where they jump over a bull. Young boys, known as ukuli, who are becoming men, are going through a 3-day rite of passage that ends with this huge event. People from all over the Omo Valley in southwestern Ethiopia come to this event because it's so important. The whole point is to see how brave and honest the young boys are. They need to get over their fears and finish this hard job if they want to become real men. They are excited to pass this rite because it means they can get married, own cattle, and start a family. The main trick is to run across the backs of 7 to 10 castrated bulls 4 times without falling. It is tradition for the oldest kid in the family to be the first to jump over the bull before the younger children can do the same. Dad is the one who tells his oldest son when he's ready. The parents decide when the whole party will take place. They choose based on how much time they have to get ready for the feast, which usually takes place after the harvest. As a fancy invitation, guests are given a rope or a strip of bark with knots on it that show how many days are left until the wedding. The guests then cut a piece of the rope or bark every day to keep track of the days until the bull jumping event. Number 4. The spitting of the Masai. Let me share something really interesting about the Masai people from Kenya and northern Tanzania. They have this unique way of showing respect and blessing through spitting. Yep, you heard it right. To them, spitting isn't about rudeness. It's a sign of goodwill. They use it for all sorts of things. When they greet or say goodbye to friends, when they want to seal a deal, or even when they wish someone good luck, they'll let out a little spit. Imagine 2 pals meeting up. They might spit in their palms before shaking hands. But it doesn't stop there. When a baby is born, it's tradition for family members to give the little one a gentle spit as a way of wishing them a long and lucky life. On a daughter's wedding day, her dad shows his love and blessings by spitting on her forehead, and that symbolizes a happy and blessed marriage. Now, I have to admit that this custom might seem unusual to many of us, and it does come with its risks. Spitting can increase the chances of spreading infections. But for the Masai people, it's deeply rooted in their culture and a way of expressing respect and well wishes. Number 5. The healing dance of the San. The San are from South Africa, Angola, Botswana, and Namibia. They used to be called the Bushmen. They have this incredible healing dance ritual that's pretty unique. During this dance, they aim to enter a trance or an altered state of consciousness. In this special state, the healers believe they tap into healing energy that they can use to help the sick by touching the affected areas. But the dance is more than just about healing. It's like a remedy for negative vibes in the community. They start by lighting a big fire in the village. Women and children gather around, singing and clapping to the beat. Meanwhile, the men put on anklets and dance in front of the fire, creating rhythmic sounds with each step. Shamans believe they can communicate with the spiritual realm during this state. They consult with ancestor spirits through this relationship. Once a sick person is brought to the shaman, shamans cure illnesses and release harmful spirits into the night. This is intense. The healer may feel agony. As their spirits leave their bodies to defend the humans, they may jump into the fire. The community protects them with sweat and fly whisks to ward off arrows of illness. This practice can last hours, even overnight, to cure ailments they think are caused by bad spirits. Here we are at the end of the video. So, which of these traditions do you find the most bizarre? And why do you think these traditions have come about? Put your thoughts in the comment section, and don't forget to subscribe.